Hello my friends, Matt here and welcome to my second review of the night where I'm going to be reviewing this fragrance right here. I hope you're all doing very well and I hope you enjoyed my previous episode. Now, in this episode we're going to be talking about masculine scents once again. And the fragrance that I'm going to be talking about comes from the house of Wolfgang Joop. And this fragrance is called Joop Homme Extreme. There are a lot of flankers for this fragrance, let's just be honest. Sometimes I do lose concentration when it comes to a lot of flankers, but when it comes to Joop, usually I enjoy them, and especially from Joop Homme. The only fragrances that I'm not really keen when it comes to Joop Homme flankers are the new Red King and the Black King. Well, they're not new, but you get what I mean. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know, unoriginal, shall I say. This one is maybe not as good as the original, but I do really like this one. And that's really interesting because I've noticed in the fragrance community, this is a very unappreciated scent. I cannot really understand why either. It's a little bit bizarre. I haven't really noticed any top reviewers reviewing this one. It seems to be a lot of, Joop Homme Wild getting all the limelight and the original Joop. This one doesn't really get it. And I suppose it's the same with Joop Homme Sport as well. That's another one that doesn't really get a lot of reviews. This one is meant to be a stronger, more alluring, modern interpretation of the original Joop Homme. Do I get that? I'll let you know when we talk about the smell. Now let's talk about the presentation. Now what we get, guys, is we get this in real light. It is a very dark purple bottle. It almost looks black on here, but whatever. We get Joop Homme, and then we get Extreme. It's no different than the original Joop Homme bottle, so there's no difference there. We get the same color cap, which is like a dark purple color as well. We get the sprayer here, which is a pretty decent sprayer, but I will spray it when we spray it. And the information we get on the bottom is just, Parfums du Paris, Eau de Toilette Intense, made by Coty Prestige, just all that stuff. And it's a 125ml bottle. Now, for some reason, I don't know why people don't like this. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I understand people are entitled to their opinions. To my nose, I can't really see why people would dislike this fragrance. I think it's really nice, to be honest with you. Like I said, it's not as good as the original Joop Homme, but it's still a pretty decent scent. Pretty inexpensive as well. You can get this fragrance for about, well, no less than £20. I only paid like $19.99 for this, so it's not bad. So guys, let's go ahead and talk about the notes. Now, this fragrance only features 3 notes, and the notes that this fragrance features, we get black cocoa, patchouli, and hot skin accord. Now, I don't know the whole hot skin accord thing. I mean, that sounds strange enough, but I can see what they're trying to do. When are you going to smell hot skin? Exactly, in a nightclub. Does this fragrance remind me of a nightclub? Yeah, pretty much. But it's not bad. Let's spray some. Let's have a look. Where should I spray? Oh. Do 3 powerful sprays. Okay, so this fragrance opens up. Strangely enough, it smells to me like bubblegum. Black cherry, bubblegum candy sort of smell. In case you guys haven't smelled the original Joop Homme, that one also opens up smelling a little bit like bubblegum. So this one does have the original Joop Homme DNA, a more modern interpretation. I suppose I do get a bit of a chocolate smell. It smells like dark chocolate. I don't really get a milky quality out of this. It smells like cocoa, like dark cocoa, mixed with a very herbal patchouli. Very smoky, but the cocoa note itself really gives the fragrance a sweetness. So in a way, it is a bit synthetic. It does come across as smelling a bit cloying, a bit sickly also, but not bad. It's not totally bad. It's also quite a linear scent. It doesn't really change from the first moment you wear it. As soon as you spray this, like I said, you just get that sort of cherry bubblegum type smell with a sort of dark chocolate cocoa smell underneath with sweetness. And it pretty much doesn't change. I mean, it gets softer, but in terms of the smell itself, we don't really get much change. And in terms of the hot skin accord, I don't really know what that is supposed to give off. It's nice. It's a spicy scent. It is cloying, it is synthetic, but it is a nice fragrance. I mean, it's a budget scent after all. I mean, I only paid $19.99 for this, So at the end of the day, you pay for what you get. For somebody who isn't really into fragrances, I think they would really, really love this. Lasts about the same amount of time as the original Joop Homme. This one lasts for about 10 to 11 hours. No joke. The original Joop is known as being an original powerhouse. You know, it's a strong fragrance. It's supposed to last long. Everyone knows Joop, the company that make strong fragrances. And this one is just, it's up there. It's still a strong fragrance, but I don't think everybody will like the smell. So you've really got to experience this one, guys. You've really got to persevere past it. I think if you do like cocoa notes and you do like sweet oriental sort of fragrances, this is a great one to go for. If you're not really into those scents, I would stay away from it. In fact, if you are not a fan of the original Joop Homme, I would probably stay away from this, even though it's not exactly the same. But yeah, I mean, I know people that don't like the original Joop Homme for its sweetness. They don't like it for how strong it is, and the fact that it gives off a sort of feminine smell also, I think. This one doesn't give off that. It is still similar, after all. But still not a bad fragrance. I would highly recommend people check this one out. Thank you so much for watching my review for Joop Homme Extreme. Not exactly an extreme of the original Joop Homme, but still a pretty strong, alluring scent. Would highly recommend it, guys, especially if you're looking for a budget scent, something that will last for quite a long time, especially if you like going out, partying, and whatnot. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to say. So, guys, yeah, let's get on to my third and final review of the night, and I really do hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you all in the next episode. Keep smelling good.